Alright, so want to do a video. I just watched one of Elliott Hulse's good videos on, he recently put, it's called Ideas Not Worth Spreading. And I'll put the link in the description. And it just kind of made me think of things, and the video really resonated with me. It resonated with me because it sort of made me think about the things, or it made me think about the things I don't do and the reasons why I don't do them. And I just wanted to share this because you may have a similar experience. And you know, I like to play Magic the Gathering. The game that I kind of got into and stopped playing was Hearthstone. Hearthstone was what was it? It's a card game. Blizzard, they're beta testing a card game. There's TV shows. A good friend of mine talked about the show called The Suits. Sounds freaking awesome. And I know the show is probably good, and I'll get really addicted to it, but I don't know. Watch it because I just try not to get into too many TV shows. I get too addicted. I get too hooked. It takes away from other things that I want to do. It also makes it so that my behavior changes dramatically. And it's sort of like, you know, Kelly Starrett. I'm a big Kelly Starrett fan. He's like one of the guys that on YouTube and mobilitywod.com, his stuff has changed my life, and I love watching his stuff. And because I'm such a inflexible, broken body, that I keep trying to fix myself, so I keep making progress. But the problem is, when I watch too many Kelly Starrett videos, I spend so much time fucking around with mobility, trying to get into certain positions, like, you know, work on my front rack and all these things, is that I spend so much time that I don't get to work out, or I get just distracted to a point where I don't get to do my powerlifting, because I got my powerlifting meet coming up in June. And then also Olympic lifting, which is what I want to get into as well. The stuff I want to mess around with. And it's sort of like food and nutrition, you know, like, you know, I always tell people, if you can have like one cookie a day, one bowl of ice cream, one serving of ice cream a day, you can get ripped, lean, and lose some body fat. But the problem is, people can't have one cookie. They can't have, most people at least, can't have one bowl, one serving of ice cream. And it's sort of like, you kind of have to know yourself. And knowing yourself is a big part of being able to make the progress you want in your life. To be stronger, to be leaner, to make progress in the gym, in your fitness, to make progress in your life, in your health, in your relationships, in your career, your school, whatever you're trying to do. And you have to know what behaviors distract you. And then they make it so that they throw you off course. They nudge you. You know, Elliott Hulse was talking about like music and, you know, violent music. And he was talking about how certain ideas that some people don't accept. And if you want, you can watch the video, but this is kind of my interpretation, and sort of what I thought about when he was talking, is that we get stuck into the mold of, we don't, some of us don't realize that some of the stuff that we do, that we love to do, that we enjoy, completely distracts us from being able to do the things that's going to move us forward in our life, to make us the progress we want to make. Now, I'm not saying that you can't play games and you can't have fun, you can't watch TV, and sometimes I find myself being a little bit too rigid with these sort of rules for myself, but it's more like you need to know what your behavior is like. I used to tell people, I don't have this problem anymore, but, you know, I used to not eat rice when I'm trying to diet, because if I have rice, I want to eat a lot of it. You know, so if you know that there's a certain trigger food, call it a trigger food, a comfort food, or just a food where you just kind of have a compulsive eating behavior, don't eat it. Not to say that you can't have a little bit of it. You know how they say everything in moderation? Well, some people don't know how to moderate certain foods. Some people don't know how to moderate certain behaviors, like playing games, playing Magic the Gathering. Like, I have trouble moderating that behavior. I really want to just keep playing. I have trouble moderating StarCraft. Like, I heard that StarCraft is coming with another expansion, or I just saw this freaking thing on my Instagram, like a battleship tank. It was like the new StarCraft. I don't know what it was, but it could have been a mod. But the point is, I spent hours playing StarCraft. I haven't played StarCraft for years, but I mean, I get hooked on that game. I play hours and hours and hours. It'll totally distract me. So I think it's important that you know yourself. You know what kind of makes you do the things that that prevent you from doing the things that you should do, and don't do that shit. Anyways, just blabbering away, sharing some thoughts. Thought I'd make a video before I hit my workout.